Patton took full command of the Corps, directing ideas, procedures, and even the design of their uniforms. Using his first-hand knowledge of tanks, Patton organized the American Tank School in Bourges, France, and trained the first 500 American tankers. Patton had 345 tanks by the time he took the brigade into Moussagon operation in September 1918. When they entered into battle, Patton had worked out a plan where he could be in the front lines maintaining communications with his rear command posts by means of pigeons and a group of runners. Patton continually exposed himself to gunfire and was shot once in the leg while he was directing the tanks. His actions during that battle earned him the Distinguished Service Cross for heroism, one of the many medals he would collect during his lifetime. When the German blitzkrieg began in Europe, Patton finally convinced Congress that the United States needed a more powerful armored striking force. With the formation of the armored force in 1940, he was transferred to the 2nd Armored Division at Fort Benning, Georgia, and named commanding general on April 11, 1941. 2 months later, Patton appeared on the cover of Life magazine. Also during this time, Patton began giving his famous blood and guts speeches in an amphitheater he had built to accommodate the entire division. By November 8, 1942, Patton was commanding the Western Task Force, the only American force landing for Operation Torch, the Allied invasion of North Africa. After succeeding there, Patton commanded the 7th Army during the invasion of Sicily in July 1943, and in conjunction with the British 8th Army, restored Sicily to its citizens. Patton commanded the 7th Army until 1944, when he was given command of the 3rd Army in France. Patton and his troops dashed across Europe after the Battle of Normandy and exploited German weaknesses with great success, covering the 600 miles across France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Austria, and Czechoslovakia. When the 3rd Army liberated Buchenwald concentration camp, Patton slowed his pace. He instituted a policy, later adopted by other commanders, of making local German civilians tour the camps. By the time World War II was over, the 3rd Army had liberated or conquered 81,522 square miles of territory. In October 1945, Patton assumed command of the 15th Army in the American-occupied Germany. December 9, 1945, he suffered injuries as the result of an automobile accident. Patton died 12 days later, on December 21, 1945. He is buried among the soldiers who died in the Battle of the Bulge in Hamm, Luxembourg. Remembered for his fierce determination and ability to lead soldiers, Patton is now considered one of the greatest military figures in history. The 1970 film Patton, starring George C. Scott in the title role, provoked renewed interest in Patton. The movie won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Actor and Best Picture, and immortalized General George Smith Patton, Jr. as one of the world's most intriguing military men of all time.